Once you have sent out your advising campaign message to your advisees, they should begin to reply to that by choosing one of your appointment availabilities, which generates an email called an appointment notification that you will receive in your email account. Here is an example of one that I received back from one of my advisees, Brandy Leaks, and it shows that she has chosen March 25th, 2020, my 10 to 10:30 a.m. Advisement slot. So what I'm going to do now I'm going to set up her Zoom appointment. So I'm going to open up Zoom. And I'm going to go to the home page if it's not already open. The home page, which looks like this. And I'm going to go down to my schedule and I'm going to click on schedule. What I do, since I'll have several of these, I like to rename the topic. And so I'm going to put this as Leaks Brandy. And it's Marsha Matthews advising meeting. You can name this whatever you want to. She wants to come, or she's already signed up to come on March 25th. And so I'll find that here, March 25th. And she's going to come at 10 o'clock a.m. And sometimes I forget to click the a.m. or the p.m. So make sure you've got the right one. And my appointments are 30 minutes apiece, so I'll make sure that it's a.m. on both of them.
It's 3:30.
And so now, these are all the different things you can have on here. These are the default ones. And you can do the advanced. And I like to enable a waiting room. That's how I've got mine set up. And that way they're able to come and wait there for me until I actually start the meeting. And it mutes everybody when they come into the meeting. So I have found that to be useful. You may not want the waiting room since it's one person, but sometimes that way I can be doing other things or finishing up a prior meeting, and then they just wait there till I get there. So now when you get all this done, double check it to make sure it is indeed what you meant for it to be, 3:25, 10 a.m. to 10:30. And so now I'm going to click schedule. And when I click schedule, what that does is it's going to create the meeting, and it's also going to put it on my Outlook calendar. And it will put it on your Outlook calendar too. Be sure you have checked that on the default so that it's going to do that. And what that does now, it goes into my Outlook, and now it generates a meeting time and an invitation. And what I do, so the students know what to look for, I go under Format Text next to the appointment thing at the top, and I'm going to click the yellow because I want to highlight these are the two important things they need to remember. And then I'm going to go back to appointment. So once I've done that, I'm going to invite. So I click invite, and because Brandy sent me because I got the notification from Brandy from from Navigate into my email, it's going to be there. So if I type in Brandy Leaks, there it is, Bleaks at Success UT Tyler, and that is Navigate. So just hit enter, and now it's done. And now all you have to do is hit send, and it goes straight to them, and they will accept it or not, and it appears in your Outlook calendar. And so you'll have it in two different places. I'm not going to click send on this one because I've already set this up for Brandy before, and she'll probably be confused if I do it twice. So I'm just going to click close, and I'm going to say discard because I've already invited her to one. What I have done too on my Outlook calendar is I went ahead and went in, and I'll just show you on the work week here. I went ahead and I put all of the advising appointment times that I have. So they're just blank advising things. And then once I have set up their Zoom meeting, you can see I replace it with this Zoom meeting here. So I know they're already done. So the others are just slots that I have put into the Navigate Advising campaign so that I don't accidentally schedule something else on top of them. So that's how you set up your Zoom meeting, and I will end it right here.